Okay folks, so week 3 of, well, start of week 3 of my full body workouts. So going to get this smashed out. What can I say? It's tough, but I think I'm actually seeing results. I think that there's definitely some, what would you say? Maybe, I'm not going to say growth, maybe tiny amount of growth, but I'm definitely feeling like my muscles are fuller all week. And that makes sense because obviously you're pretty much working the same muscle group every day, just in a different way. So obviously you're working a slightly different muscle group in the legs and a slightly different muscle group in the back, chest, etc, etc. Arms and triceps are getting done pretty much every day. So there's definitely an impact on how full your muscles kind of feel, if that makes sense. Anyway, listen. Enough nonsense, we're just going to crack on and get this done, so let's get at it, guys.
The earlier you're going to have to get up, the longer you're going to have to stay up. The bigger your dream is, the more effort you're going to have to put in. And for those of you who raise your hand and put up 70%, you'll never see it.
How can I work, and my effort and my motivation and my drive is not based upon what the product will be, but more so based upon me taking pride in what I do. And so I came up with this thing called process over product, and I firmly believe the process saved my life. And what I mean by the process, I'm talking about the way I handle my business on a daily basis.
Gym, every single day. It's the silent commute to work, every single day. It's the early mornings, late nights, where you grind when everyone else has gone home, every single day.
You don't have to say anything. You don't have to make any noise. You don't have to grunt. You don't have to groan. You don't have to scream. You don't have to yell. What you have to do is get the job done.
In the unseen work is where you're trying to create that masterpiece. And that masterpiece is yourself. All that hard work.
Take another step. You're right on the verge of stepping into your purpose, into your destiny. If you don't give up, if you don't baby yourself, if you go ahead and push yourself and get on up out of this mess, your whole life is about to change.
If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, keep coming back again and again and again. Get up dressed every day, knowing some way, somehow, with a spirit of expectation, I can do this.
If you do not make money and still survive, what do you sacrifice? The reason why you broke is because you're getting a reward and you ain't worth it.
Having esteem for yourself only occurs when you put yourself on the line and you do something that's incredibly difficult on a regular basis. That's where pride comes from, something that's earned.
So there are people who want stuff, but you kind of want it.
I get sick and tired of people telling me how bad they want it, yet their actions don't back up that statement.
Our obsession is wanting something so bad that I go to bed, but I wake up to it. I make whatever sacrifice, I grind. I can't live without it. You don't get anything, you will have to pay the price. There is a price tag to greatness. You will have to work for every single thing you get, and you gotta work every single day.
You can get more discipline. It makes me prioritize, and it makes me keep moving forward. Because when everybody else is falling off, when everybody else is looking around at the chaos, the economy, and all these other things, guess what happens? You end up 10 fucking miles down the road, while they end up in the same fucking spot.
How much time you really wasting? For real. How much time do you have left? When you start thinking about that, we don't know.
Right now, we have the most valuable asset on earth on our side, time. But it's running out. And to make that first step towards greatness is the hardest step.
And you're gonna have to fight and fight and fight and fight. And once
I'm going to do something, I can guarantee you that somebody's not going to agree with what you're going to do. Somebody's not going to be supportive of what you're trying to do. Somebody's going to try to assassinate what you're trying to do. And yet you have to have the commitment and the calling and the tenacity and the character to be able to withstand the onslaught that comes against you in order to proceed toward your destiny and toward your purpose. You've had bad experience after bad experience after bad experience after bad experience. You tried to talk yourself out of wanting it, talk yourself out of believing, tried to fit in with the people around you, blend into the scenery, just act like everybody else and be
Thing, I don't stop.
You've got to make those kind of declarations to yourself. I'm unstoppable. This will not get me down. I'm not going to be denied. I'm going to go up in here and I'm going to do this.
You can't have any doubt. You gotta believe this for yourself. You gotta believe I can do this. I was created for this. I was called for this. I was curved for this. I was shaped for this. I was meant for this.
Or you're just plain not feeling it. Rise, rise, rise.
What does a $500,000 a year person do that $50,000 a year person doesn't do? He does everything he's supposed to and a little bit more. He works hard a little bit more. He makes money a little bit more. He saves money a little bit more. There's no easy way to the top. If you want to win in this life, you got to do what you're supposed to and a little bit more, and you can't ever stop at the finish line. You know what you got to do to hit a golf ball like this? You got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You go down, you hit 1,000 golf balls. You hit so many golf balls that your hand starts bleeding. Then you run up to the clubhouse, you wash that blood off your hand, you slap a bandage on it, and you go down and you hit another 1,000 golf balls. Yeah, you'd love to hit a golf ball like me if it was easy. Well, nothing good comes easy.
I don't care what's going on around you, because it's not what happens around you that determines your success.
I might look bad today, but expect me to come back. I may be crying right now, but expect me to come back. I may be broke, busted, and disgusted, but expect me to come back.
Let's go.
A champion doesn't become a champion in the ring. He's merely recognized in the ring. The becoming happens during his daily routine. The practicing, the developing the discipline that when applied consistently can get you to the next level.
If you look at the true warriors of humanity, you look at the true empire builders.
To take over you, that when I see you, without even knowing you, I ought to be able to look at you, and from your ethos, I ought to see you are the best of the best. I ought to know what you're doing without you saying one word. It ought to illuminate from you. No alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me up. My drive wakes me up. My determination wakes me up. My ability to be and do and act whatever I want, it wakes me up. What wakes you up? What drives you? Why are you playing this game? Is it just a game? Or do you eat it? Do you sleep it? Do you drink it? Have you possessed the game? And what will separate those of you from the rest is what you do. Your victory has defeated you. Some of you, your successes messed you up. You so successful now, you saw.
I want to introduce y'all to this very simple concept. It's a very simple concept. If you want it, you gotta go get it. It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide club, partying, trying to fit in and socialize, rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird. Why are you so antisocial?
No longer are we gonna accept rhymes and society's rhyme to reason that we are average. Average is a weak mentality. We must be pissed off for excellence. It doesn't matter about the past, it's today. What we do today, what we're gonna engage now. And once we engage, we commit. Once we engage, it's every fucking day we engage. Because that's the better life. It's your option now. What are you gonna do?
It's hard to grind. It's hard to be focused. How do you even do these speeches? It's hard to stay motivated. It's hard to stay broke. It's hard to stay depressed. It's hard to stay governed by anxiety. It's hard to be inconsistent. It's hard not to have daily disciplines. It's hard not to believe in yourself. It's hard to be broke. It's hard to be poor. It's hard. It's all hard. So choose your heart. You either gonna work for it, or gonna sit there and let life knock you down and dare you to get back up.
It's hard to practice perseverance and make it happen. Choose your pain today. The anguish anguish, the irritation, the frustration that you feel today will be your strength to leap walls tomorrow, to leap hurdles tomorrow, to champion the day tomorrow. So you gotta turn your pain into progress. You gotta learn how to turn your pain into power.
I can because I'm capable. I will because I'm strong. I must because they're dependent on me. Don't you sit here and act like you've reached all your level of success. No, you have not.
You need to write your book. The only thing you need to do is finish the GED. I'm telling the book now. I'm telling the book. The only thing you need to do to get your 4-year degree. The only thing you need to do to get your master's. The only thing you need to do is get your PhD. And it's to believe in your dreams and stop listening to others. You're about to get certain things just because of the effort you put in, the time you put in. You're about to get a reward. Are you hearing me? You're about to get a reward, baby. So don't quit. Don't give up. There's some blessings that come in life after regulation. They come in overtime. They come in extra innings. So for some of y'all, you're going to have to learn to wrestle with it. You're going to have to learn to fight with it. That's what wrestling means. That's what I'm talking about. You're going to have to put in a little bit more sweat, a little bit more blood, a little bit more tears. But you got to wrestle with it. I'm not going to let you go until you bless me.
Do you know what it's like to give everything that you have and push and persevere?
You got to make the opportunity happen. You got to be fired up. You got to be hungry for it. You got to have the desire to push yourself. Are you hearing me? Work, 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 work. Grind, 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 grind.
You should be a monster. Because everyone says, well, you should be harmless.
The sky's the limit, but it all starts from within. It's all up to you.
You should be a monster.
You have to be hungry for greatness. Sometimes, like most people, I want to throw in the towel and just give up. Sometimes it just feels like it's just no use. There's just too much ground to cover. I'm not yet where I want to be, but I know I'll get there. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm grateful. I'm so grateful that I'm not where I used to be.
It's time to get real. It's time to get raw. It's time to look up. When will the excuses stop? When will you see your purpose bigger than your excuse? I don't know your name, but I know you have a dream. I don't know where you're from or where you're listening to me. You may be listening to me in your closet, your bedroom, the gym, the car, the bus, the train, the plane.
In fact, I think most people watching this, listening, will say, I am behind on achieving my destiny. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I feel like it's slipping. I feel like I'm behind. So you better figure out time differently. And you can bend and manipulate time to your advantage. And so I, about 25 years ago, went, I'm not the most talented. I'm not the smartest, and I'm really not. I don't come from, a whole track record of success, right? I don't have the perfect upbringing. How in the world am I gonna win? I gotta do things other people aren't willing to do, and I gotta fix the way I look at time. The most stupid, antiquated, ridiculous concept on planet Earth today very well may be that a day is 24 hours. It's so stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever. 20,000 more days in your life and live a much more blissful and happy life than the person who only gets 24 hours.
I'm not coach right now. I'm your conscience. You're in a fight between will and skill. I say will first because that's where you are. You locked and loaded with skill. You practicing every day. You putting in your work. You buying everything. You making the investment. You living your dream. You walking like your dream. You surrounding yourself around your dream. You got mentors, everything. You putting your work in. You got your skill. Now it's a test of your will.